Hey there, my artists! Today we're going to learn about the Swiss painter Paul Klee. Paul Klee loved exploring color and was influenced by music in his artwork. This is probably because his father was a music teacher and his mother was a singer. His unique painting style was influenced by Expressionism, Cubism, and Surrealism. One of his most famous works, and the piece inspiring us today, is called Cat and Bird. Alrighty, getting started today, we want our paper to sit horizontally on our table. We're going to take our drawing utensil and draw a great big W on our paper. Now, I'm using a Sharpie today just so my lines stand out really nicely, but I would recommend using a pencil. Now, at the bottom of our W, we're going to go ahead and draw a little U. This is going to be the chin for our cat. Now, we're going to draw a midpoint in the middle of our kitty's forehead. We're going to draw a diagonal line going from the top of the W to that midpoint. This is going to make it super easy for us to draw the top of our cat's head. I'm going to be drawing the nose. I'm going to be drawing a triangle, but if you would like to draw a different shape, feel free. I'm going to draw the bottom of the triangle, and then I'm going to have either side kind of curve in. Next, I'm going to draw two diagonal lines from that midpoint to either side of that triangle, making sure that my lines make it all the way to the corner. Next, we're going to be drawing some really large eyes. I'm going to have my line start at that midpoint at the top of the forehead, and it's going to arc all the way to the other side of the cat's face. Then I'm going to draw a line underneath, curving down. I'm going to repeat those steps on the other side, drawing that big rainbow arch, and then that line that dips down, meeting in the middle. So we're going to have two very large, almost like a football shape. Then I'm going to draw two smaller football shapes standing up, and this is going to be our cat's eye. Comes the whiskers. I'm going to be drawing my line kind of in the middle of the cheek and arcing upwards. Now, if you would like to draw your whiskers differently, feel free. Now, in this open space, we're going to be drawing the bird. So I'm going to start by drawing an oval for the bird's body. Next, I'm going to be drawing a small circle on the top right part of my oval. This is going to be my bird's head, so I'm going to give it a little bit of an eye. And then I'm also going to draw the beak using two triangle shapes sitting right next to each other. Then I'm going to draw the tail. This is also going to be kind of like a triangle with one of the corners cut off. Then I'm going to draw two little legs with some little feet sticking out, touching the top of the cat's head. To finish it off, I'm going to draw a curved line for the wing, and then some little lines to show the feathers. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my Sharpie marker to color in the pupils. Now, when you outline your Paul Klee cat, you're going to use a waterproof marker because we're going to be using some marker and a spray bottle to do our very neat tie-dye spray printing next. Once I have all of my outlines done, make sure to use an eraser to erase any pencil lines that you still have showing. Alrighty, so now it is the fun part. We're going to use our markers here to do our kind of tie-dye colored print. So on a piece of tinfoil, I'm going to be coloring with my red, blue, and purple. But if you would like to use different colors, feel free. Just make sure that our colors are friendly. And by that I mean that they sit next to each other on the color wheel. Now, if we use colors that sit opposite of each other on the color wheel, like blue and orange, those would mix to make brown. So we want to keep our colors nice and bright, and I would stick to, at the most, 3 colors for your marker print. Now, once we've colored all over our tinfoil with our marker, we're going to go ahead and give it a little bit of a spray with some water. Alrighty, so now that we have our spray done, we are going to put our picture face down in our marker water mixture. Then we are going to give it a nice rub, making sure we get to all the edges and corners. And we're going to let that water and marker absorb into our paper. This is kind of where the magic happens. I'm going to lay down a paper towel on top. That way I don't get any marker on my hands. So we're going to just keep pressing it until, a couple seconds has passed, or until you feel like you have done enough rubbing to make sure all of the marker absorbs. And once it's finished, we're going to take all of the layers off and we're going to reveal our beautiful masterpiece. And that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed learning how to draw Paul Klee's cat and bird. I cannot wait to see what you create, and I hope you guys have a great week.